If you feel like everyone around you is moving forward while you stand still, listen closely. You are not behind. You never were. You sit at family gatherings and feel the questions land like small stones. When are you getting married? When are you buying a house? When are you going to figure it out? And you smile. You say something light. You pretend it does not hurt, but it does. You carry something no one else can see, a quiet shame, a heaviness that follows you through your days. The feeling that time is running out, that you missed something essential, that somewhere along the way, while everyone else was moving forward, you took a wrong turn. And now it is too late. You measure yourself against timelines that were never yours, and every birthday feels like evidence. Every milestone you have not reached feels like proof that you are behind, proof that you are failing, proof that something is deeply, fundamentally wrong with you. My friend, you are tired. Tired of pretending you are fine when your heart feels heavy. Tired of watching everyone else bloom while you wait in winter. Tired of the voice in your head that asks over and over, why not me? Why is everyone else moving forward and I am still here? You wonder if anyone sees what you carry. You wonder if this feeling will ever go away. You wonder if you will ever catch up. I see you. I see what you carry that no one else sees. I see the weight you have been holding alone, the shame you have never spoken aloud, the exhaustion of measuring yourself against invisible clocks that tick louder every year. And I want you to hear something true, something that might change everything if you let it land. You are not behind, you never were. This feeling you carry, this sense that you are late, that you are lost, that you are failing while everyone else succeeds, it is not truth. It is a story you have been told. By a world that measures worth in milestones, by a culture that treats life like a race, by people who do not understand that every soul has its own season. But you are not a race. You are not a checklist. You are not a timeline that can be measured against someone else's journey. You are exactly where you need to be, even if it does not feel like it, even if it hurts, even if you cannot yet see why. I am not going to tell you to think positive. I am not going to give you steps or formulas. I am going to sit here with you. I am going to name what you feel. I am going to tell you what I have learned, not from books, but from living, from watching, from making my own peace with timing that never matched anyone else's expectations. So take a breath, my friend. You are not alone in this. And what you are about to hear might be exactly what your soul has been waiting for. Let me tell you why this feeling cuts so deep, why it keeps you awake, why it follows you through your days like a shadow you cannot shake. We live in a world obsessed with speed, with timelines, with racing against clocks that were never ours to begin with. The world hands us invisible deadlines: married by 30, successful by 40, settled by 50, retired by 65. And if you do not meet these marks, if you do not cross these invisible finish lines on time, the world whispers that you have failed. You did not write these rules. No one asked you if these timelines made sense for your life. But somewhere along the way, you absorbed them. You began measuring your worth against them. And when you looked around and saw that you had not arrived where others had arrived, you believed something was wrong with you. My friend, listen closely. This is not your fault. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are not broken for carrying this weight. You are human. You are swimming in a culture that treats life like a race, a culture that values speed over depth, achievement over being, milestones over meaning. And when you do not keep pace, when your life unfolds differently than the script you were handed, you feel the shame of it, the embarrassment, the quiet belief that you are falling behind while everyone else moves forward. But here is what most people do not understand. The race itself is the lie. The idea that there is one right timeline for a human life, the belief that if you are not married by a certain age or successful by a certain year or settled by a certain decade, you have somehow missed your chance. This is not truth. This is programming. This is a story we were told so many times that we began to believe it was real. What if different timing does not mean wrong timing? What if your path was always meant to unfold the way it is unfolding? What if the delays you think are failures are actually protections, preparations, divine timing you cannot yet see? You look at others and think they have it figured out. They are ahead. They are winning. But my friend, you do not see their full story. You see a snapshot, a highlight, a single frame from a movie you have not watched. That person who got married at 25 might be struggling in ways you cannot imagine. That person who bought a house at 30 might be drowning in debt. That person who seems so settled might be quietly falling apart. You are comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel, and it is breaking your heart. The world told you there was a race, and because you are a good person, because you are trying, because you want to do life right, you believed it. You started running. And when you looked around and saw others crossing finish lines you had not reached, you thought the problem was you. But what if there is no race? What if there is only your path, unfolding in its own time, teaching you what you need to learn, preparing you for what is coming next? You are not weak for feeling left behind. You are human. You are living in a world that profits from your insecurity, that sells you the idea that you are not enough until you achieve more, acquire more, become more. But you are enough, right now, exactly as you are, exactly where you are. And this feeling you carry, this weight of being behind, it does not mean you are failing. It means you are awake. It means you are paying attention. It means you have a heart that longs for meaning, for connection, for a life that matters. That longing is not proof that something is wrong with you. It is proof that you are alive. So take a breath, my friend. You are not behind. The race you think you are losing does not exist, and what you are about to learn might change everything. Now, I want to share something with you. 5 truths. Simple, ancient, true. These are not rules. These are not steps. These are truths that might shift something in you if you let them land. First truth. The path that looks slower is often deeper. Trees that grow fast have shallow roots. They reach for the sky quickly. They look impressive. But when the storm comes, they fall. They cannot withstand the wind because they never took the time to grow deep. But you, my friend, you are growing roots the world cannot see. Roots that go down into soil. Roots that will hold you when the storms come. And they will come. Your slower path is not a weakness. It is strength being built in the darkness. Strength that will matter when it matters most. Second truth. Comparison is the thief of your present moment. Every soul has its own season. The flower that blooms in spring is not better than the one that waits for fall. Different timing, same beauty. Different journey, same worth. When you compare your life to someone else's, you are not seeing truth. You are seeing a moment, a snapshot, a single frame. You do not see their struggles. You do not see their loneliness. You do not see what they sacrifice to get where they are. You only see what they allow you to see. And while you are busy wishing you were them, you are missing your own life, your own growth, your own quiet becoming. Stop giving your present moment to the ghost of someone else's highlight reel. Third truth. What you call behind might be protection. Listen closely. Perhaps you were not ready 3 years ago. Perhaps the relationship you wanted then would have broken you. Perhaps the job you chased would have buried you. Perhaps the path you thought you should be on would have led you somewhere you were never meant to go. Life does not delay blessings to punish you. It delivers them when you can hold them, when you are strong enough, when you are ready enough, when the timing is right for your soul, not just convenient for your ego. That closed door you are still mourning, that opportunity that passed, that person who left. What if it was protection? What if something better is coming? What if you were being saved from something that looked good but would have cost you everything? Fourth truth, your worth is not measured in milestones. You are not a resume. You are not a checklist. You are not a timeline that can be graded or ranked or compared. You are a soul having a human experience, and the value of your existence does not depend on how quickly you accumulate achievements. Your worth was set the moment you arrived in this world, before you did anything, before you accomplished anything, before you became anything the world might applaud. You were worthy then, you are worthy now, and you will be worthy tomorrow, whether you get married or stay single, whether you buy a house or rent, whether you succeed or fail by the world's measurements. You are not behind. You are a human being unfolding at your own pace, and that pace is sacred. Fifth truth, nothing is wasted. Every detour taught you something. Every delay prepared you for something. The years you think you lost were not lost. They were years you were learning, growing, becoming someone strong enough to handle what is coming next. That time you spent healing from heartbreak, not wasted. You learned how to hold your own heart. That time you spent struggling financially, not wasted. You learned resilience. That time you spent alone when you wanted to be partnered, not wasted. You learned how to be whole on your own. Everything you have been through is making you who you are, and who you are is exactly who you need to be for what comes next. So, my friend, let these truths sink in. Let them soften the hard edges of your shame. Let them quiet the voice that says you are behind. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be, learning what you need to learn, becoming who you need to become. And your time, my friend, your time is coming. Now, my friend, I want to talk about how you walk forward from here, not with complicated steps, not with systems or formulas, but with a few simple protections that will guard your path. First, stop measuring yourself against strangers on screens. Those images you scroll through, those perfect lives, those carefully curated moments, they are not real life. They are highlight reels, selected moments, the best angles of someone else's story while you compare it to the worst angles of your own. You do not see their struggles. You do not see their loneliness. You do not see the nights they cry or the doubts they carry. You only see what they want you to see. And when you measure your behind the scenes against their staged performance, you will always feel like you are failing. Close the app when it steals your peace. Unfollow what makes you feel small. Protect your eyes from comparisons that were never meant to exist. Second, stop apologizing for your timing. At family gatherings, at reunions, when people ask the questions, when are you getting married? When are you buying a house? When are you having children? When are you going to settle down? You owe them nothing, not an explanation, not a timeline, not a defense of your journey. Your season is your own. Your path is your own. And you do not need to justify it to people who do not understand that every life unfolds differently. The next time someone asks, you can smile, you can say something kind, but you do not have to carry their expectations as shame. Their questions are not your burden to bear. Third, guard your peace from people who treat your journey like a problem to fix. Some people will see your different timing and try to rush you. They will offer advice you did not ask for. They will tell you what you should be doing, where you should be by now, how to catch up. Not everyone knows how to hold your different timing with gentle hands. Some people are uncomfortable with paths that do not look like theirs, and they will project their discomfort onto you. Protect yourself from these voices. You do not need to explain. You do not need to convince. You do not need to prove that your journey is valid. Move in silence. Grow in silence. Let your life speak for itself when the time is right. Fourth, stop announcing what is still growing when something good is beginning, when hope is returning, when you are building something new. Keep it quiet for a while, not out of fear, but because not every soul knows how to hold your tender beginnings with care. Some people will doubt before you have roots. Some will question before you have strength. And their words can touch your seed before it is ready to withstand the wind. Protect what is growing. Let it take root in the quiet. Let it strengthen in the dark. There will be time to share when it is strong enough to stand. Fifth, walk your path without shame. Walk it slowly if you must. Walk it differently if that is your nature. Walk it alone if that is your season. But walk it without apologizing. Your pace is not wrong. Your timing is not broken. Your path is not less than because it does not match someone else's. You are allowed to take your time. You are allowed to move at your own speed. You are allowed to arrive when you arrive, not when the world says you should. So protect your path, my friend. Protect it from comparison. Protect it from judgment. Protect it from voices that do not understand. Protect it from the weight of expectations that were never yours to carry. Walk forward with your head up, not because you have arrived, but because you are exactly where you need to be, learning what you need to learn, becoming who you were always meant to become. And anyone who cannot honor your timing does not deserve access to your journey. So now, my friend, I want to speak something over your life, not advice, not instruction, a promise, a prophecy, a blessing for what is coming. A time will come when you look back at this moment, at this season of waiting, at this feeling of being behind, and you will see it differently. You will see that every delay was leading you somewhere. Every closed door was protecting you from something. Every moment you felt left behind was preparing you for something you could not yet imagine. The relationship that did not work out. It was saving you for someone who will see you completely. The job you did not get. It was clearing space for work that will actually fulfill you. The timeline you did not meet. It was giving you time to become someone strong enough to hold what is coming next. Everything was leading you exactly where you needed to be. Not where others are, not where the world said you should be, but where you need to be. For your life, for your journey, for your soul's unfolding. My friend, you are not broken. You never were. You are not behind. You never were. You are not too late. You are exactly on time. Your life is unfolding in its own perfect timing. Not perfect in the way the world measures perfection, but perfect in the way that a seed becomes a tree. Slowly, quietly, in its own season. You do not need to rush. You do not need to catch up. You do not need to apologize for the pace of your becoming. The right people are coming, the ones who will not rush you, the ones who will not judge your timing, the ones who will see your journey and honor it. The right opportunities are coming, not the ones everyone else is chasing, but the ones meant specifically for you. The ones that will fit who you have become through all of this waiting. The right season is coming, when everything you have been building in the dark will finally break through the soil, when everything you thought was wasted will reveal its purpose, when you will understand why it had to unfold this way. Life is going to work out for you, my friend, not perfectly, but beautifully, in ways you cannot yet see. In ways that will make sense of everything you have been through. The delays will make sense. The detours will make sense. The long, lonely seasons of waiting will make sense. You will look back and see that you were never lost. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared. So carry this with you today. Carry it tomorrow. Carry it on the hard days when the shame tries to return. When the feeling of being behind tries to convince you that you have failed, you are not behind. You are exactly on time for your life, not theirs, yours. Trust this, hold on to this, and be gentle with yourself along the way. Your journey is sacred, your timing is sacred, and you, my friend, are exactly where you need to be. May you walk forward without shame. May you protect your peace. May you honor your own pace. And may you remember, always, that good things are still coming. They have always been coming, and they are closer now than they have ever been. Be well, my friend. You are not alone. You never were.